Early settlers of southern Idaho were faced with a big problem. In the middle of a desert, they were unable to irrigate their farms. A young farmer and rancher from Indiana moved to Idaho Territory in 1884. Though Ira Perrine lived near the Snake River and had plenty of water, he saw that the land around him didn't yield good crops. He designed a system that would use canals and a dam to pull the water from the river onto the dry farms. After finding some investors from Utah to fund the project, he began building the dam. Building the dam required over 500 men. This rise in employment created a town near the dam. The city, founded in 1903, was named after one of the main investors in the project, Stanley Milner. It had a bank, school, church, saloon, and general store. After the dam was built, there was nothing for the citizens of Milner to do, and the town quickly deteriorated. In 1927, the post office closed, and the town was shut down. When I visited modern-day Milner, the only thing left of the old town was a bank safe, some concrete foundations, and a small cemetery. The cemetery contains 22 graves, only 3 of which are marked. Buried in the cemetery are those killed in accidents while working on the dam, and children and infants of pioneers to the area, and early settlers who died of diseases, alcoholism, and drowning. I continued past Milner down the road and crossed a bridge over the Snake River. There was a small parking lot from which I walked into the riverbed. The river changes depth depending on the time of year and runoff from the winter. When the river is low, it is interesting to see where the water has worn holes in the rocks. Some of the holes are 3 feet deep. A little way downriver from Milner Dam, there's a rock house that has partially collapsed. It has been built from stacking lava rock, and most of the walls are only waist high. From the house, I could see 2 concrete pillars that may have been part of a bridge. Leading from the bridge is a road that has been blown out of the rock. The cans that held the explosives are littered along it. Miles farther, the river narrows and creates Cauldron Lynn, an impressive waterfall that is usually huge, but depending on water level, can look vastly different. The river has worn a narrow canyon that is still quite deep. This causes the water to move extremely fast, and this is one of the loudest waterfalls I've ever seen. The city of Milner only existed for 25 years. It went from boomtown to a forgotten piece of desert. But the irrigation that was accomplished in that time was what made the area inhabitable, and it still enables farmers to irrigate their fields. Though forgotten, Milner is still a fascinating place to visit.